I'm Tom from DIY Life Tech, and this is an answer to the question of whether you can make iced coffee with a Nespresso machine. So a couple of ways to do that. The answer is yes, you can. But if you're going to make an iced coffee, if you have the Espresso Virtuo line from Nespresso, it's more like a traditional brewed coffee. It's bigger pods, and they actually do make a couple that are specifically designed for iced coffee. However, I have the original line here, which are these smaller pods. I think that's what most people think of when they think of Nespresso. And the good news is, yes, you can definitely still make an iced coffee with these, and Nespresso even provides a recipe for doing that. So the first thing we're going to do is to brew 2 of these, and we're going to brew them at the espresso strength, not the lungo strength. So we're going to get a concentrated brew here. So let's go ahead and brew 2 of those into any cup that you want to put under there. So there's our nicely brewed espresso, again, quite strong, 2 capsules in there. Now we're just going to take our glass. In this case, I'm just going to use a nice large glass, and I'm going to fill this with some ice about halfway. Now we're going to go ahead and add our milk of choice. You don't have to put milk in, but I think it's a nice addition, and that's part of the recipe from Nespresso. So I'm going to use a whole milk here. We'll just put it into taste, probably about a 1/4 cup that I put in there. And then we're just going to take our brewed espresso, and we're going to go ahead and pour that over the ice here. And you can see we get that beautiful blending of the milk. We get this layered effect here. Just let that sink in for a moment. It's almost like you get in a Italian cafe or something with this this beautiful milk at the bottom kind of swirling into the espresso from the top. If I poured it more delicately, we probably could have gotten an even better kind of layering effect here on our Nespresso iced coffee. But this is going to be delicious. I can see we've got that crema preserved a bit on the top. Give it a little time for the ice to actually cool everything down, because you are pouring a strong concentrated espresso over the top there. And of course, you can drink this just as it is, or you can add a sweetener of your choice, whether that's Splenda or a simple syrup is a great addition to this to make it a little bit sweeter, like you would get in a coffee shop. We can also give this a swirl if we want to, or we could even put it into a shaker to mix those up even more fully. So yeah, it's very, very simple to make iced coffee using your Nespresso maker. And let me take a sip. It's really delicious too. Very kind of creamy, but you got that strong espresso flavor in there, even as the ice is melting and diluting that a bit, because it started out so strong and concentrated. We still have a very strong coffee flavor, and then the milk just adds that extra level of creaminess. So yeah, definitely possible, and in fact, very delicious to make a iced coffee using your Nespresso maker.